And we're back here on Open. Daren Jaime here with you. We want to let you know that the coronavirus continues to affect families all across the globe. Many challenges for families trying to navigate and are in need of assistance. However, there are some things that are being done to assist families in this time. Here now to share a little bit about the resources that are available and things that can be done to help is the Interim Executive Director of Little Essentials, Zakiyyah Mohamed-Stevens, and also the Executive Director of Power of Two, Erasma Monticciolo. And thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Glad to have you. Thank you. So when we talk about, families actually being affected, we know that at present people are stay-at-home, moms and dads. Some people are really facing some real serious challenges, but you guys are really trying to do a great job in terms of bridging the gap. So please give us a little introduction as to who exactly your organization is.
So Little Essentials offers families living in poverty with urgently needed supplies like car seat, diapers, wipes, pack and plays, bassinets. And we partner with a community of our network of community partners that serve families directly. So we know that here in New York City, it's really hard to get around without a car seat or a stroller or even have the diapers or other supplies that they need. So we collect those donations from families all throughout New York City and we redistribute them to our partners.
Yeah. And so talk to us as you're looking around during this time in this season. What are some of the immediate needs that you're seeing families need during this time?
The two key items are certainly diapers and wipes. You have to figure since families are not leaving, those items like pack and plays and strollers aren't as essential as diapers and wipes. Families obviously go through many diapers throughout the day. And because of, the current climate, it's really hard to attain those items at your local stores. A lot of prices have raised, so it's really hard for families to even attain those items, even if they were to look for them in the stores. So a lot of times we collect diapers throughout our warehouse and we have drives and that kind of thing. So we really try to definitely have those essential items because those are probably requested every single day throughout the day as well.
Yeah. Erasma, a little bit about Power of Two.
Sure. So Power of Two is a nonprofit organization, and what we do is that we promote the healthy trajectories of children in family with and children and families in Brownsville in the South Bronx, and we do that by delivering an in-home parent coaching program. What we do is that we take a strengths-based approach to racial justice at Power of Two, partnering with parents to build their confidence, reduce their stress, build a strong foundation for success for their children, and also, really trying to do that in a way that strengthens communities. And so we provide our services for free to all families, wherever they may be, in a shelter, in public housing, transitional housing, a group home, or foster care.
And when we talk about families, right, a lot of families are dealing with stress and dealing with the stress of the quarantine. Talk to me about babies, right? Development and their development during such a time as this, because it's a critical time. But
That's right.
Everybody's like, trying to basically in survival mode. Talk about developing babies during this time.
Yeah, I mean, we hear regularly in the media and everywhere else that, we're in a global health crisis. For us, we see it as a human crisis, right? I mean, when you think about like the Harvard Center for the Developing Child often says that cumulative stress can be pictured like a freight truck, right? The load of a freight truck. The trucks are built to carry a certain load, but when it reaches its maximum capacity or exceeds it, the truck has difficulty functioning, right? So in this context where our communities are affected by decades of disinvestment, we're living in under-resourced communities, there's exposure to violence, there's abuse and neglect, and now the fallout of COVID-19, a family's ability to cope just becomes even more difficult. And so recognizing that this additional re-traumatization is having this negative impact, not only on the caregiver and their stress levels, but, children have receptors, and whatever they see their parents experiencing, they also feel it. And so it can affect our generation for who knows how long if we don't do something now.
Yeah. As a kid, I'm talking about resources, right? We're talking about getting resources out to families in need, to, those who really are really challenged. How are you able to do this now, given the fact that COVID-19 has played a major part in disrupting all of our environment?
No, absolutely. So we are working on a very modified schedule, as Power of Two is one of our partners and working remotely. And certainly is bringing a real challenge because normally our protocol enables our partners to come directly to our warehouse and pick up orders for their clients. But as a result, from a lot of remote work, they're unable to do that. So that's, in terms of, getting the orders directly to families. Again, we've had to suspend our in-person donations. So our inventory has also significantly been reduced. And we've had to cancel our annual gala. So just all of those factors have really, put a play into how we have to, move forward in the future. But we are making sure that we are doing our best to fulfill all requests. So even if they're not from our network of community partners, if individual families contact us, we still are taking the time to really understand what they need and really assess our inventory to figure out a way to get them the items that they need the most.
Yeah, yeah. And so remote is virtual has been the order of the day. I mean, for both of you. Erasma, tell me a little bit about, being able to navigate this virtually. I mean, it's hard for parents. It's hard for, and if a parent hasn't been technologically savvy before,
That's
of
right.
course, a more increased burden. I see you shaking your head like, yeah.
Yes, yes, exactly. So, as an organization that really strongly believes in human connection, we're committed to ensuring that all families that we partner with continue to thrive. And so what we've done is that we've taken our in-person model and created what we call tele ABC, so that we're able to provide the continual strengthening the families virtually via a Zoom healthcare platform. And so the goal is to really be able to continue to connect with families while simultaneously helping them buffer their children from the stress. And also what we try to do is with families that don't have connectivity, right? So they don't have access to a laptop or a tablet or are having difficulty connecting to broadband, we've been doing a lot of fundraising and working directly with a lot of foundations so that we can increase our funding so that we can provide those actual connectivity points for families, because it's not just only about connecting with our program, it's also giving them an opportunity to continue socialization, right? Socializing with their friends, with their families, and actually be able to connect to the resources that have all shifted online.
Yeah. Erasma, thank you. But before we go, I'm going to let you, and then I'll let you start first, and then Zakiyyah can come on and talk about how people can get connected to your organization, even at a time such as this.
Absolutely.
So people can certainly still give us a call. They can visit our website at littleessentials.org. We're going to be exploring more ways that we can, have drives outside of our warehouse to do a lot more outdoor events. We are in the midst of a COVID relief campaign, so people can certainly still donate because we really want to ensure that we can sustain our operations. And so people can certainly give us a call and reach out, via phone or info@littleessentials.org if they want to connect to us.
All righty.
Yeah, and for us, families can reach out to us at 347-559-1519. They can certainly visit us at our website at www.powerof2.nyc, where they can also have access to emergency resources information. And for those that are interested in donating, visit our website or follow us on Twitter at powerof2.nyc. And we'll be able to share more information about how you can make those important donations to really help us buffer our families from this human crisis.
Well, I want to thank you guys both for coming and sharing with us here on Open. You're doing some great work, and hopefully as COVID-19 continues to hopefully diminish, we can see your work continue to increase. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
All right, Zakiyyah, Erasma, thank you so much. Listen, we've got more Open. I want you to stay with us. We are coming right back right after this.